And we're off the mark, so it's 1-0 to Moksha. I apologize if there is any background noise coming through our mics, guys. There's a lot of activity on the main court for today.
What a point by Moksha. I mean, she made Ramya go. She completely put Ramya outside, made her out of position, and got her advantage and placed it really well.
So if anyone's just tuned in, this is not the usual background music that plays when there's a match going on. We got a halftime show happening on the other court, on the main court today. So Ramya and Moksha are battling it out with a massive sound system just cranked up all the way to the full at the back. But Moksha's off to a bit of a jump start here. I mean, 3-0. Ramya's probably going to have to settle into this game, play a little patiently.
Yeah, Ramya needs to get her nerves together. I think she's made a couple of unforced errors also. And an unforced error from Moksha, as I stole that. I think any sport is just a matter of who makes the lesser unforced errors. So let's see how this goes.
I think the players are also slightly affected by the audio levels at this point, so we're probably going to take a short break and resume once the performance on the other court is over.
Beautiful shot by Moksha, got the line, got the angle. The girls are just warming themselves up. Not warming themselves up, and keeping themselves warm. I think they will they will resume once the halftime show finishes.
This I want to go in because this track is a great track where my big brother is also in. So I'm going to go right in. And guys, we are ready to do all this. It is too late. All right, let's go. Are you ready, Ricky? Kick it.
Guys, tune into court number 1 to watch some halftime show, which is with a lot of Dapulu right now.
That's my time. It's the crazy call I think. It's the crazy call I think. I think I'm going to try to take it on next time. Thank you so much, everybody. Have more fun. As you know, I'm Chelsea. Go out there, thank you so much.
So that was the halftime show for you, put together by the Raptors. So please give them a big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Today is hosted by the Raptors. Every week we have one team hosting Friday Night Football right here at Reserve. Now we will continue with the match at hand. We have the women's singles coming out. We have Janvi playing on feet. Niharika.
With the end of the halftime show, I think we are back to almost starting. Actually, no, almost resuming the match. The score is 3-0 to Moksha.
Yes, and we're under. I think that was a good 5-6 minute break. Wow, that's a solid shot from Moksha. She's obviously not been affected at all by the break. It's 4-0.
Completely set it up and backed it.
Yeah, I think that's the kind of game Ramya wants to keep playing going forward. She came straight up to the kitchen in the net. Wants to kind of make it high on the court. Put some pressure on Moksha to hit the passing winner. And that's the second time she's done that. She's returned and shot straight up to the net.
I think if Ramya wants to pull this, she would have to come to the net and actually take control. I think Moksha's shot just touched the line. I don't know. I think Moksha got that point.
So obviously we've had a decision this week that there's not going to be DRS. So I think Ramya wasn't happy with that call by the linesman, but there's no DRS system this week to review and overturn it.
I think that actually was a smart move because everyone was becoming an umpire the minute DRS came in. Literally everyone in the audience. So this way I think it's an umpire's call, fair and square. Whether be on both the teams it can happen. So
Yeah, you're playing half the game on both sides of the court. It's got its pros and its cons. I think players obviously would love the opportunity to have the DRS available to them. Great shot there from Ramya.
with a little miss it from Moksha. I think it hit her hand.
Superb there from Ramya. You can see she's trying to move Moksha left and right. The service was pulling her wide out onto the forehand side, and immediately after that she's fired the next ball far into the backhand court, and that's forced the loose ball.
I think the chant is wife here when Ramya is here.
Well, that's not a bad chance to have. It's 4-5. She's clawed it back. It's now almost level. And these are those little momentum swings you were talking about earlier, right? It's a 3-4 point swing consecutive.
Ooh, an unforced error by Ramya, but I think she's figured out a game plan to continue for the rest of the match. And yes.
So Veda, do you have specific strategies based on who you're going to be playing in a certain match? Do you go into a game thinking about exactly what you're going to do on a singles game? Or do you get a feel for it in the first few points, try and feel your opponent out and see what's working and not working for them before you really fixate on a particular strategy?
To be honest, because the past few months I've known everyone so well that I have a fair idea on how they play. Also, I've played against them. Might not be in a match setting, but mostly in practice also. But obviously, like I've said before, match setting in a tournament is completely different. What works for you best that day, you just have play your heart out, play your own game first, and then figure out if you need to make any tweaks or something like that, depending on how it goes.
Absolutely. I think both girls at this point of time settled into the game now. I think what we spoke about earlier on who's going to execute better is going to be the difference. Ramya is now controlling the net really confidently. Phenomenal finish. She's really plastered that into the backhand corner. And
I
I'm
love
just
the-
wondering if we. Do you think Moksha is going to start feeling a little bit of the pressure that the scoreline is starting to, become closer?
I do think Moksha will start feeling the pressure, because Ramya is actually playing well and she's trying to get those errors out of Moksha. Yeah, that was a nice setup by Moksha, but both of them setting up, trying to come to the net to finish and have the first control.
Smasher is not happy with a couple of the calls in that far corner.
I think that far corner has been a little troublesome since the beginning. That's also from our All-Stars match. There have been a couple of here and there calls, but I don't know. Let's see. Oh, Moksha stretching Ramya to her limits.
That's 8-5, so that's the side change and the halfway point. The refs are going to go into a little discussion over there and try and sort out that corner where there's been a few disputed calls. So Faye is having a chat with Ramya on the far corner over there, trying to make sure that reminds her of the game plan. You can see her gesturing what looks like a backhand from here. Obviously, we have no real context as to what that kind of signifies.
And Moksha is with Nikhil right now, I guess?
Yeah, she's having a chat with Vijay Tej and Nikhil. She looks pretty relaxed actually. She's smiling, looks like she's enjoying the game. Not looking too troubled. And I mean, the ball's in her hand. She's got a 3-point cushion. And she's trying to put the Titans up 3-1.
Beautiful forehand line by Ramya. I think Moksha was a little delayed with the run up to the net.
So we were talking about this. Vivek was here earlier. We were having a quick chat with him about playing a lefty and a righty and how that sometimes is a difference maker. And obviously here, you correct me if I'm wrong, Veda, but it looks like some of the shots that Moksha is hitting are what she would practice traditionally to a right hand and going to their backhand. But that seems to be playing into Ramya's lefty forehand. She's pretty comfortable in that situation. So
Yes, I agree, because I think everyone faces the problem when you play with the left, because the spin is a little more different, your slices are a little different, and obviously you want to target the backhand, but you also have to change the complete angle and your stroke. Instead of hitting inside out, you have to hit inside ins.
So it's 6-8 now. You could see that little motion of Ramya's hand from there, which she's just telling herself to stay calm. She's in this game. That ball's been called in. That's a superb winner. It's 7-8 now.
Yeah, Ramya, as the rally kept going, one step, she was going inside, trying to get a shorter ball and to finish it. Moksha would want to aim keeping Ramya more at the baseline here, hitting deeper or hitting a little higher.
So the Titans have called a timeout, and once again we're discussing the concept of the timeout and at what point it makes sense in the game. I mean, you could maybe say that this was a little early in the game to call the timeout, because if Ramya goes on a little run here of another 4 or 5 points, there's no opportunity to break that momentum. Obviously, she won the last 2-3 in a row, which is why they've called it. But what do you think, Veda? Would you have called a timeout this early in the game?
I mean, see, I do understand why Moksha might have taken the timeout because she did lose a couple of points in a row. But you never know how the future is going to go. I mean, she might want to gather herself and actually turn it around.
Yeah, and in the games you've played so far, how many times have you called timeouts yourself, and how many times has the bench suggested to you, hey, listen, Veda, do you want to take a timeout? And reminded you of using the tool that's available?
I mean, compared to more of the bench, it's me who takes the call if I want to time out or not. But yeah, sometimes when I'm so into the match that I'm so lost, and I do obviously listen to Sameer. If he says take a timeout, I do take a timeout.
Little bit of a baseline battle going over there, and Ramya finds the net, unfortunately. But yeah, I think it's anybody's game at this point. I mean, we knew this was going to be a tight game, and that momentum has swung a couple of different directions now already. It looks like Moksha has been reminded of Ramya's backhand being on the other side of the court at the timeout, because she's going after this corner a lot more since that timeout.
Yes, agreed. I think a little here and there with the line call again. I don't know, some confusion.
Looks to be a
Who did the point go to?
disputed call again. The point is to the Titans. Moksha has won that point, so she's serving again at 8-7. Fantastic length that Ramya is managing to hit at this point of time. I think she's going to try and just stay patient, stay playing the long game, not try to finish off the points very quickly.
I think both of them are aiming to just set up the points and just get into the net first. What a shot by Moksha. I think it was a backhand line, right? Yes.
Great shot there from Moksha. Double-handed backhand, right? Quite a powerful singles tool to have in your arsenal.
I completely agreed because I also love my double hand backhand.
So the Smashers, if I am not mistaken, still have their timeout. I don't think they've taken it yet. So if Ramya sees this lead creep up by a few points, she might pull the trigger and use it. If I'm not mistaken.
It's an enforced error from Ramya. No, I don't think she's going for a timeout right now. Baseline battle happening again. Ramya with a little height.
There we go. And
timeout.
Yep, Ramya's called the timeout. So 10-7, I mean, it's a little more than the halfway mark for Moksha. Once again, goes back to the corner, which has got Nikhil in it. You can see him pointing at various parts of the court, giving her instructions, helping her understand what to do and how to execute to close this out. Because they want to close this game out and take a 3-1 lead in the tie.
Of course, the 3-1 and 2-all does make a lot of difference. The pressure is little more off compared to 2-all, but obviously until you reach 4, it's game on.
Absolutely. See, you've got the men's doubles after this again. So, I mean, that fixture on paper, I think, is slightly favoring the Titans. I think Nikhil and Tirtha are going to be playing that match against Harsh and Ronak. I believe that Sai Saran, who's one of the regular players for the Smashers is unfortunately not available. I think the Titans want this win desperately because they're gonna back their team captain and Tirtha to close it out and make it 4-1 at the end of that men's doubles, and then not leave anything to chance for the mixed.
Ramya set it up beautifully, but a little more height on that volley would have been nice. And she's making Moksha go every corner. The way Moksha has been fighting, getting to every ball. Nice shot, backhand line.
Yeah, it's a shot down the line. Unfortunately, Ramya's overhit that. It's gone beyond the baseline. So it's 12-7. I mean, the Titans are going to be feeling good about this particular position that they're in. And obviously, Ramya's not going to go down fighting. It's a 5-point cushion. We've seen a 5-point lead disappear already in this match itself. I mean, Ramya was down 5-0. And she made it 5-all or 6-5 if I remember correctly. And this is the same gap.
It's all about the momentum. Moksha is stretching Ramya from all the corners of the court.
Don't go anywhere, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be
Solid winner there from Ramya. I'm sorry, my apologies, from Moksha.
And she actually hit that on the back foot. She went back and made that ball. Wow.
Took a step back and absolutely hammered that forehand through. She's playing with confidence. I mean, she's got a 6-point lead.
Yes.
She's got a 2-1 lead in the tie. Got a great bunch of people in her squad backing her. A lot of support over here for her. She's playing with confidence. She's playing with freedom. You can see she's enjoying being on court. Unfortunately, I don't think Ramya is finding that cross-court forehand today the way she would have liked. She's managed to hit the net a few times on that particular shot.
I think she should try coming to the net. You know what they say, right? Never change a winning strategy, always change a losing strategy. She's losing a couple of times. Wow.
Just as you said that, Veda, she's attacked the backhand and she's charged up to the net and she's won the point. So
I think she just needs to stick coming to the net if Ramya wants to pull it off. But Moksha is also playing amazing. And then this time by Moksha. But what a backhand cross court. And she was also, right?
yeah, she's absolutely found the perfect gap over there on the forehand. Yeah, a miss hit there from Ramya. Unfortunate. That ball is flown way out of court, and the Titans are going to be happy with this. I mean, they're going to be thrilled with this. Moksha is playing really well. She's 1 point away from giving them a 3-1 tie lead.
Ramya cannot afford any more unfold errors. At the point, 0 unfold errors.
That's a superb shot there from
What a match.
Moksha. Great match. The boys are thrilled in the background. Titans have done really well to actually pull off the 2 singles fixtures. I mean, Vijay Tej and Moksha both really played a solid game.